to, say, your brothers and sisters? I'm not saying better, but just unique to you. And
I didn't think it wasn't. I never thought of it being me being unique or better or whatever. I just thought it was a blessing that I was given,
right.
And I thank God for that blessing. Obviously, I knew I could sing. I love singing, and so my goal was always to do better and better at it.
Yeah.
But it wasn't so much that I thought, hey, what's up?
Yeah.
I can sing. What about you? Not. Once when I was when I first came to Motown, I met Smokey Robinson, and I remember I said, I know your music. I love it, Smokey. You're good. You can sing bad. You can sing good, but I can sing better.
You did
it. I did.
What, little 11-year-old Stevie?
Yeah,
how did Smokey take that?
He probably laughed
So that was then, and fast forward six, 7 decades. There you go. That is the passing of time. You are
started in decades. I said, okay.
Yeah. You are one of the most beloved artists in the world. I'm interested in how you define yourself as a musician. Like, if I was an alien from outer space, or in this case, just a woman in her 40s from Ireland, how would you define yourself as a musician to
Love
me?
him. He is great. Do not stop. Don't go anywhere else but right here. No, I don't know. I think that naturally I sing, so I would sing.
Yeah.
Naturally I play some instruments, so I would just play. So it wasn't like, like, okay, oh, by the way, you never been here before, but you got to know me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you're making music in the moment, in real time, what is the feeling that you get? Is there a unique feeling to that?
I mean, there's always a feeling of creativity. When you're creating, you're in that mode, and so it feels good to me. I'm more so in the groove of what that is, and if from that then comes a melody or an idea for a song or whatever, we do that. And it happens the same thing if I'm playing piano or have a certain, like for instance, when I wrote Boogie on Reggae Woman.
Oh, it's one of my favorites.
I started on. You ain't saying.
It's one of my favorites.
Come on now.
I swear it's one of my favorites.
Don't believe you.
I swear.
I don't.
Listen.
Leave it.
I promise you.
It better be.
It is.
No. No, but when I was working, I started with a Moog synthesizer. I think I had Bob and Malcolm, it's Bob Margoloff and Malcolm Cecil, come up with a bass sound that I wanted. And then, from then I had the,
and then the piano bits.
Oh yeah, again.
Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. Yeah.
Right across the floor.
Wow.
But I mean, that was I sort of had the thing. I remember that I the groove was a kind of sort of blues groove, and I think I drank a beer.
Right.
Because I want to have like a slurring kind of sound in my voice.
Yeah.
Of course, I like this just beer, but I like this thing. Right across.
It's super laid back. Yeah.
I was very laid back.
Yeah.
Laid out. No, I wasn't.
Laid out.
No.
Okay, here's a big question, and this is a question that I actually asked another person on Sidetracked, Cynthia Erivo. Do you know her?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, and her answer
Great
just
talent.
got a massive reaction with our listeners. Why Stevie Wonder were we created with the ability to sing?
I think that there was a calling for that to be given to us.
Right.
And it was all about how much we're going to use it for the goodness of what we've been given. It's a gift.
Yeah.
It's an honor. And so my thing always is I say thank you God every day for just me being able to sing, to come up with a lyric, come up with a melody,
Yeah.
chords, all of it. And I'm one who I believe in the greatness, the goodness of the Creator. And I've never been with the dilemma of seeing God as a man or a woman, or I don't even relate to that. I mean, God is a spirit.
Right.
And so I never get hung up in all the stuff that people do.
I interviewed Yaba once, an amazing singer. I don't know if you've heard of Yaba, but Yaba grew up in the church, and she talked about the fact that every time she sings, God is in the room.
Yeah, it's true. Well, her voice speaks on that.
It does, right? You can hear it, you can feel it. And I feel the same for your music. And I wonder what's
I'd like to interview her.
Yeah, oh, you should. But that concept, I suppose, of music coming through you from a divine sense. You, in an interview with Oprah 20 years ago, I don't know if you remember, but I read it today, and you talked about music having always been a lesson to you, that it comes from God through you. And I wondered, that sense of making music and then coming back and hearing it, and it teaching you, even though you made it.
It does.
Are you still having that? Does that still happen to you?
Of course, yeah.
Yeah. So you're learning lessons through your music.
I mean, if you believe, that the Spirit gives it to you, then obviously there's more for you to get.
Right.
If you find yourself worthy by how and what you do.
Yeah.
I always tell people I'm 3 times 25.
Okay.
So I'm still young.
Love that.
And I'm still a baby to this thing called life. And I always feel like there's so much more that I want to do, and I know that God wants me to do. So in this time and space that we do have, I want to do everything I can.
Are you still making music?
Yes.
And what's your relationship to wanting to put music out? Like, does that change a lot? Your decisions to want to put music out or not put music out?
Oh, no, I'm going to put music out. I'm working on my project, which is called Through the Eyes of Wonder.
Wow.
And I'm excited about that.
But do you ever make music? I mean, I'm sure you do, just for the sake of making it, obviously. Like, do you ever have music that you just...
hang it out, nothing, just let it be there?
Yeah.
I have a lot of songs that I haven't released yet.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to say to you that I'm just going to let it just be there, nothing.
Yeah.
Listen to that, oh, that's bad. Oh, let's do that again. Everybody give me a hand. Hey, all right. No, I mean, it's given to you for a purpose.
Right, and that purpose is?
Is to get the messages that you want to get out to the people.
Okay.
I mean, pay a few bills, you know what I'm saying? I mean, here's a little money will come from it, but
But no, that's like the fact that your purpose is there's a messenger element to what you do. I mean, I think there's a lot of artists who won't feel like that. They'll just want to entertain, but there's something deeper there with you where you want to send messages. You want to speak to people through your music.
What has been your most boring interview?
Oh, mate. Can I be honest?
Yeah, whatever.
I hope he doesn't mind. Future.
Why?
But I think he wasn't in the room, if you know what I'm saying.
I mean, I know that you can be not in the room or whatever that is.
I just don't think he wanted to be there. He wasn't rude. He wasn't grumpy. It was like I couldn't really get through to him, Yeah.
I like, sort of the British world because they're like very frank.
Yeah.
But in a very polite way, but
It's a lot of apologies around it.
I remember when I was I think it was 11, I was at the Apollo Theater, and the Gordies would have people come over, they see the Motown review show and stuff.
Yeah. And
this one woman said, it's a bit strange to have an 11-year-old singing love songs to adults. Wow. And am I supposed to thank you?
Yeah. What am I supposed to say to that?
I think I said something. Yeah, but I love it.
There you
I
go.
love singing.
Can't really say much to that though if you're the woman. I mean, that's the perfect answer, right?
I love singing. That's it.
Can I tell you a story?
Mm.
When I was 11, there was a talent competition in my school, and I chose to sing Ebony and Ivory.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I don't know if you call it in America. You know the zips of your jeans. Here we call them flies. What do you call the zip of your jeans? You know,
You mean,
at the front.
okay, yeah.
So you call it the flies. So if your zip is down, someone will say you're flying low. Right, you're flying low as in your zip's down. So I'm standing there, terrified, with the mic in my hand, just about to open my mouth. I'm singing a cappella, and a guy from up the road in the audience, his name's Kieran, still got a grudge, shouted out in front of everyone, "You're flying low." So then I was in this predicament. Do I look down in front of everyone and zip up, or do I pretend just to carry on?
Let it roll.
First
Let
of all,
it, hey,
what would
forget
you
it, whatever.
what would you have done? Carry on, or would you zip
would
up?
I go zip my pants up?
Yeah.
It would depend, where I was in my head, and was it being shown too much?
I was terrified.
Or I was like, you know what I'm saying?
I just chose not to do it. But what happened was, off the back of it, I started singing Ebony and Ivory way too high. So
really?
obviously, so it's like Ebony and Ivory live together, and I couldn't reach the notes, Stevie, and it was an absolute disaster. And it was one of the most embarrassing moments of my life.
You know the guy? You know where he is?
I think he's moved out now.
You tell him I said, be quiet. Don't,
Thank you.
Tell anybody's business.
Thank you.
I said, don't tell anybody's business.
What has anything like that ever happened to you on stage? I
I
mean, I can't imagine you're going to mess up musically, but have you ever been embarrassed?
I one time I was hoarse. I was at the Apollo, actually.
Right.
And I said, "Man, what's wrong with your throat, man?" I'm like, "You need to go some rest. You sound ridiculous."
Just shouting out, like heckling from the crowd. Oh, that's
you get
tough.
that a lot.
Yeah. But I suppose you just have to get really good at
Well,
knowing how to
it's
deal
sort of
with
like
those situations.
a comedian, right?
Yeah.
You kind of gotta
Yeah.
you gotta play them into your performance.
Yeah.
You can't let it be like get the best of you.
Yeah, you got to make it all part of the...
like-
yeah.
Stuff happens. The world. What do you think about where the world is?
I feel like it is incomprehensible sometimes when you look at the news, what's happening, and I find it very overwhelming, and sometimes I don't know how to deal with it. But I wanted to ask you actually about music, because music gives me hope, and I do feel like music can help enact change, social change, political change. I have to believe that. What do you think?
Well, there have been so many songs that, and as I talked about, Love's in Need of Love today.
Yeah.
I think about, Marvin's What's Going On. I think about John Lennon's Imagine.
Yeah.
And I think about songs that people have sang. All of us have sang, and we had something we wanted to say and make a difference. When I received the Oscar for I Just Called to Say I Love You, it's an interesting thing. The morning before I went to the Oscars, because I wasn't for sure I was going to go, but I was watching the news, and there came a thing on talking about how long Nelson Mandela had been in prison.
Yeah.
And I said, damn, like, 25 years or whatever. It was horrible. And so I go there, I'm there, and, I sit in the back in the audience, because this is a lot of stuff. And I get that. First thing I hear, Prince had won for, the score of Purple Rain. I said, whoa. And then, so